The city was a corrupted imitation of what it once was. Places I'd known and loved were almost unrecognizable. A favorite restaurant had been gutted by fire, and a movie theater was a pile of rubble blown apart at some point in the conflict. Like the wasteland, the soul of the place was gone, and it brought me no pleasure to return. There was a park I had often visited with Zaid. I could still hear his laughter as I pushed him on the swing and chased him through the trees. Trees that were now drab stumps, more like broken columns of concrete than the majestic things they had once been. I pulled the photograph from my pocket. It was the only keepsake I'd held onto over the years. Zaid beamed back at me, his sandy hair tousled around a mischievous glimmer in his eye. He'd been gone all these years, like so many others, lost in the conflict. Further on, I saw movement on a distant rise that overlooked the city. It might have been fabric or some other artifact tossed about by the wind, but I had a feeling it wasn't. I diverted my course and headed up the slope. It was an old cemetery. At one time, it would have been a beautiful sight, adorned by trees and presenting a serene vista as it looked out across the city. Now it was a bare patch of dirt, littered with broken headstones that jutted out at all angles like jagged teeth. In amongst them, a figure was hunched over a grave. I moved forward cautiously. I hadn't seen another synthetic in a long time and wasn't quite sure what to expect. She stood and turned her face to the sky, staring up as the waning sunlight tilted through the skyscrapers, her auburn hair gently caressed by the breeze. Unaware of my presence, she was the one thing in this city that hadn't changed. Arsha? She turned at the sound of my voice and for a moment stood disbelieving. I walked toward her and she met me halfway with a warm embrace.
I thought you were gone for good.
I shrugged. It seems the time has come. Her smile faltered for a moment, and then she forced the corners of her lips upward, unconvincingly.
Yeah,